Of all the horror subgenres, the one that gets forgotten the most seems to be the killer child one. The genre was created in 1956 with the horror classic The Bad Seed, which is the best horror film of the 50s in my opinion. But the most famous film in the genre is arguably Children of the Corn. The film has a mixed legacy. It has a devoted fan base and a lot of casual horror fans like it. But critics would just as soon use it as toilet paper as watch it. Which side am I on? Watch and see. The film was based on a short story by Stephen King and his best short story collection, The Night Shift. The story revolves around a bickering couple on the verge of divorce who stumble onto a town where a pseudo-Christian pagan cult of kids has taken over the town and killed all their parents, as well as all the other adults, and created a society that shuns modern ways, kind of like a homicidal version of the Amish. No one grows up to be an adult because when you reach a certain age, you're sacrificed to their god, known simply as He Who Walks Beneath the Rose. This creature is never really defined, so we're not sure if it's some kind of demon proclaiming to be a god or some pagan deity without a name. The film brings sort of a fantasy. Deep down, all kids are a bit petty and they get tired of adults telling them what to do. Sure, most won't actually straight up kill their parents, but who hasn't been annoyed at their parents when they tell them to clean their room or pick up their toys? Another positive is Isaac, the main villain of the film, played with ghoulish charisma by John Franklin. Isaac, with his bizarre facial expressions and his creepy high-pitched preacher's voice, he seems less like an evil child and more like a creepy Charles Manson type, trapped in a child's body, which actually he is. You see, John Franklin was actually 24 years old when he played the role. He had a hormone deficiency, you see, so he looked a lot younger than he really was. He is backed up by second-in-command Malachi, who is bigger, stronger, but much dumber than Isaac, and he's even crazier than Isaac is. The film has a lot of problems, though, which is why the critics hate it. The acting by the adults, led by pre-Terminator Linda Hamilton, are decent enough, and John Franklin steals the show as Isaac, but the rest of the cast is awful. Malachi, who is a fan favorite for some reason, is just so over the top it really takes attention out of every scene he's in. His screeching of "Outlander!" every time he sees someone who's not in the cult is hilarious in a way the film never intended. After the great beginning, the film also slows to a halt and goes way too slowly. And the thing that always irritated me the most was when they all turn on Isaac. Okay, get this. These kids killed their parents for this guy. They gave up everything they ever believed in for him. And then all they do is hear tough talk, first by the traitor Malachi and then by the main adult, and they all of a sudden turn on him. It makes the kids look even dumber than they are. Stay tuned after this brief commercial and I will give you my rating of the film. Okay, here's the thing. Do you like horror movies, cute dog videos, music including rock, rap, and classical, baseball, Star Wars, or DBZ? Well, come here to the Hillbilly Review channel, the only place you can find all that crap under one channel. Like and subscribe. I'm not too proud to beg. And if you only like one of those topics, go to one of my detailed playlists to find the topic you want. Let's get with it. Overall, the film is far from a classic, and it has a ton of problems. But I loved this movie as a kid, and I grew up with it, so maybe I'm looking at it with nostalgia glasses. But I really enjoy the film despite its faults. Before I close, let me just say this one thing and get it out of the way. There's a ton of sequels, and yes, I've seen them all, and yes, they all suck. Not even bringing back Isaac in one of them could save the franchise. This is a great example of a series that should have been one and done, but make sure you see the original.